Hi there, Deeksha. So you've got some essays from you. Let's take a look and see what you wrote today. In the modern world, it is possible to shop, work, and communicate with people via the internet and live without any face-to-face contact with others. Is it a positive or negative development, and to what extent do you support this development? It's an interesting one, and it's kind of complicated because if you look at it, there's actually two questions. Is it positive or negative? So it's possible to say that it's positive, but you disagree with it. Also, it's possible to say that it's negative, but you agree with it, you like it, you support it. Or you could go positive and support, or negative and not support. That makes things a little more difficult, but let's see what you decided to do here. There are several main schools of thought when it comes to internet-related innovation. People on the one end of the spectrum believe that technological innovations are blessings as for us, while others argue that these advancements are detrimental for mankind. In my opinion, the best answer may lie somewhere in between the two extremes. This essay will elaborate this viewpoint, citing examples from India and recent surveys to demonstrate points of proof arguments. Okay, so far great. There is ample evidence that internet innovations have been serving people without their class and creed since its inception. I'm not really sure if this is the best expression here. I'm not really convinced 100%, but okay. The main reason behind this viewpoint is threefold. Firstly, people in India are able to access FaceTime, sorry, I'm coughing, WhatsApp and video calling irrespective of their societal status. Okay, and what does that mean? So this is the kind of thing that if you're from India or if you live in India, you may understand, but living in a totally different country, I don't understand what this actually means and why this is important. So it's the kind of statement that requires some sort of extension. All right. Secondly, it helps people to connect with their families and friends while they are away for their business commitments. What do you mean? Again, example. So, for example, somebody from New Delhi has work commitments in Karachi, but despite this distance, he is able to keep in touch with his family and even video call and so forth in order to stay connected. Okay, examples. Thirdly, it has made consumers' lives easy. For example, people can now buy products at competitive prices and further convenience with the help of e-commerce businesses, or just e-commerce, I would have said. Therefore, it is conclusively clear that internet acts like an adhesive for the communities and people at large. That as an adhesive, that's nice. Undoubtedly, these new technological advancements help people. Not big time. No, absolutely not. This should be undoubtedly these new technological advancements help people in a major way. Okay, so let's see. Now you need some type of contrast. So let's try it again. Undoubtedly, although these new technological advancements help people in a major way, there are the repercussions on humans cannot be denied. To begin with, the internet has connected people across borders. However, owing to this nowadays, people do not know their neighbors next door, as people prefer virtual connections instead of physical. This behavior often leads them to stress and anxiety, as being human, we all need a personal touch to spill over our emotions. I don't know about this expression. Doesn't really feel very natural. Okay. Furthermore, we as a society are losing out on our heritage, as most of us celebrate festivals over the apps rather than celebrating in person. The recent survey conducted by the government of India suggests that 80% of youngsters are using social apps to wish Diwali and Holi instead of visiting instead of visiting friends, instead of visiting loved ones personally. Thus, it is possible to state beyond a shred of doubt that internet innovation may prove a bane for us, if not utilized, ed, wisely. From the, here, the aforementioned reasons and examples given, I firmly concur. Like any other innovation, the internet has positives and negatives, and it solely depends on individual. It solely depends from individual to individual whether they use it as a boon or a bane. Okay, fine. They do want your opinion, though. It's very clear. It says, is it positive or negative? So you have to absolutely take a stance here. Okay? You said the example, the answer lies in the middle. Okay, fine. I have to admit you did support this throughout the essay, so I can't really say anything. You did state your position, and you were pretty consistently firm on it, so fine. Okay, let's take a look at this one. I have to cough, hold on. Okay, so equality, working everywhere and anywhere, but other people think, no, don't do it. Let's see what you did here. There are several main schools of thought when it comes to gender equality. People on the one end of the spectrum believe that women are not fit for army or police services owing to their physical strength and vulnerability, while others argue that anyone can achieve and be a part of any field, singular, with due diligence and perseverance. In my opinion, selection for jobs should solely be based on their capabilities instead of race, gender, and caste. This essay will elaborate the underlying perception behind this viewpoint, citing examples from India's industry points and prove arguments. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Okay, so there is ample evidence that women have paved their own ways to attain certain positions in the male-dominated society. Their achievements in all walks of life reflect their self-discipline and determination. The central reason behind this viewpoint is twofold. First, Kiran Bedi, who was the first female police officer in India, brought a reduction in crimes. Careful, no. Especially against women. Secondly, she introduced several reforms in Tihar Jail, Delhi, which gained worldwide acclaim and won her many awards. Therefore, it is completely clear that having or inviting females to join the military and police force because of their gender, is an injustice. Actually, no, it shows the exact opposite. It shows that having women join these has numerous benefits, all right? And this person you mentioned, Kiran Bedi, is a great example of how women are a positive element to the police force, okay? So it is not conclusively clear that it's an injustice. It's showing that having them join the police force is a wonderful added element, okay? So careful with that. On the other hand, the opponents of this notion often claim that these departments require a high degree of physical fitness owing to the harsh nature of the job, as women are considered biologically weak with an A, not an E, as compared to men, no hence. People are not in favor of female employees in these departments. They also claim that the rest of the force may not take tough decisions if they have female colleagues during fights against terrorists. No, not A. You don't have A in front of research. Research is uncountable. Research conducted by the government of India suggests that 50% of army battalions prefer to have male soldiers in onward fronts as compared to female counterparts. Thus, it is possible to state beyond a shred of doubt that opponents often believe that these jobs are masculine and not feminine in nature, thus women should be barred from them. From the aforementioned reasons and examples given, I firmly concur that as a part of the egalitarian world, you should be progressive enough and not restrict people on the basis of gender. Okay, it's nice, but what you need to do is you need to change the paragraphs around. This needs to be put here, and this needs to be put here. So just reverse your body paragraphs. always talk about the side that we disagree with first, and we talk about the side we do agree with closer to our conclusion. Let's take a look at your letter. I don't know why we have 3 essays, but we do, so let's look at this one. Terrible experience at a restaurant. Dear Sir, Madam, I'm writing this letter to you to express my dissatisfaction with the latest visit to your restaurant. I don't really like at your place. It feels like, oh, you know, do you want to meet at my place or yours? Like, my house or your house? Not really, so no. With my latest visit to your restaurant, I am a regular customer of your restaurant for quite some time and often recommend it to my friends and relatives. However, I had a horrible experience with the staff behavior and quality of food yesterday. Let me explain the complete situation. Here I would actually like a colon rather than this comma here. I visited there around 7:30 p.m. yesterday with my friends to celebrate my special occasion, birthday. Although I already reserved the table for 5, still we waited for 30 minutes to get our seats. No and here. You can't start a sentence in a formal letter with and. So, the problem does not stop here, however. Full stop. The waiter served us cold soup, and when I complained, it looked like my request was falling on deaf ears. The rest of the dishes, such as chicken, were also bland and only partially cooked. I never could have imagined such a bad quality of food and services from a renowned restaurant like yours. I request you to reimburse me for my bill attached here with the email. Additionally, I'm looking for some special discounts for my next visit or for delivery. I'm looking forward to hearing from you. Regards. Okay, so obviously we have some grammar problems. We have some mistakes. Okay, I already mentioned what they are. You're aware of them. The vocabulary was fine. The task achievement, fine. Coherence confusion, fine. Grammar was our issue. There's also one little issue that may seem very minimal, but I assure you it's not. You start your letter, dear sir or madam. So the conventions of letter writing dictate you have to end your letter sorry, with yours faithfully. This is how we end the letter when we don't know who we're writing to. So, dear sir, madam equals yours faithfully. Okay? So, nice job overall. Some good elements, but some things that also need to be worked on. Go ahead and work on them. Correct your essays. Add to your error correction list and write new essays. I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next set. So go ahead and do that, and I wish you lots of good luck.